What's going on, everybody? My name is C4. Welcome back to the channel, and today we're here for episode 13 of our Madden 24 Arizona Cardinals franchise mode. We got ourselves a big one here today, following up what I think is probably the best offseason we've had in channel history for a main franchise. In a ridiculous offseason, not so much in free agency. Free agency was a little light in the ass, but the draft was absolutely insane, and I cannot wait to get into the season. So today's episode, we're going to feature condensed highlights from our 3 preseason games against the Bills, Colts, and Bengals. Because preseason is important. How many guys that were important for us last year in year 1 of the Cardinals franchise stood out during the preseason? So we want to give those guys some reps, but I don't want this episode just to be totally bogged down with preseason and training camp highlights. I want to get to that week 1 road game against the San Francisco 49ers. But in case you missed the offseason, go watch it. Go absolutely. If you watch any of my content, offseason was a banger. Okay? But give you guys a quick update on how the roster looks going into this season. It looks a little bit different on the offense. Starting on the offensive line, we have a brand new center in Shaq Norton, drafted as a guard, an undersized guard out of Texas A&M, but he does bring a lot of positional versatility, and we're going to give him the opportunity to start at center as a 73 hidden dev. Not too bad for a mid-round pick. We have Kyler Murray back under center, optimistic that he's going to take off. Last season was pretty good for Kyler Murray. We went in with a lot of questions whether or not he is going to be the franchise quarterback going forward. And after missing a month, 25 touchdowns, 15 picks on 3,400 yards, an outstanding and record-setting 1,376 rushing yards for a quarterback, the most in NFL history. You can only imagine if you played he missed 4 games, 5 games. He might have been RB1 in the NFL. So while I do think we need to cut down on the running a little bit with Kyler Murray, especially for his sake, for his longevity's sake, I feel pretty good about Kyler Murray at quarterback. We got Hollywood Brown. We got Rondale Moore. We threw money at Chase Claypool, who after IRL week 1 for the Bears, where he was god-awful. I mean, I don't know, maybe my Canadian bias got to me, but I really think looking at our current wide receiver room, undersized wide receiver, even though we were optimistic and we like Rondale Moore in particular, I thought that Claypool offered something that we didn't have in that room. But as far as big-time wide receivers, pass catchers go, none more so than Marcus House, who cost us a first-round pick, who cost us Trey McBride, who's a superstar tight end, earned his superstar with us last season, and a bunch of second- and third-round picks, a bunch of value picks. We had to trade up to get Marcus House. It's the guy you guys wanted. Looks to be a generational player. What I did for actually the rookie class, while I was just kind of chilling, trying to figure out what I was going to do today, I went in, I gave them some swag. I updated their appearance a little bit, and I don't know, maybe it's just me, call it old school. I love when a pass catcher just says F it and goes no gloves. And I played football. I wore bright orange cutters, okay, like some of the stickiest gloves you can get. I'm not better than the people that wear gloves, but I always respect players outside of rain games who straight up don't wear gloves. So I said, you know what, Marcus House, for a guy that's coming in with this type of big time potential, this kind of upside, he's going to bring that look back, saying you don't need gloves. He's so good, he does not need gloves to help him make those one-handed catches. So I'm excited to see what Marcus House can bring. And lastly, we do have the running back room. We're going to give Corey Clement the opportunity to start as RB1. We have Michael Carter, we have James Conner, but our 3rd-round pick, Roosevelt Bonds, is a name to watch for training camp. I'm planning on using him in that running back drill, just to get an idea of what kind of playmaker you have, but he is a scheme fit as a power back. He's also the fastest running back we have on the roster. 91 speed, 93 acceleration. He also has somehow the highest catching. I didn't think he'd have higher catching than Michael Carter, who's kind of known as a receiving back, but he has 1 overall point better at 72 catching. So I think we might have a legitimate player here, and I wouldn't be surprised if he can come in and earn the starting running back job. But the offense, we are very optimistic that this offense is going to be even better than what it was last year. Last year was a top 5 offense, and I think we've maintained that pace. As long as we get better on defense. Ben Johnson, the offensive coordinator, formerly of the Detroit Lions, now a head coach. We went out and got experience on the defense. We switched from a 3-4 to a 4-3. We got John Fox, a man that has been to a couple Super Bowls, a man that has led a top 10, top 5 defense in this NFL. We are switching to a 4-3. And on the defensive line here, we got Ojulari, who's entering the season as an X-Factor. Kinlaw, who popped for us last season as an interior pass rusher. We're going to give Boogie Basham the opportunity to earn that starting spot at right defensive end. We landed a human-animal hybrid. Alex Jones here out of Clemson. We threw on the neck roll because he just has so much knowledge in that brain. We got to make sure that he can't get rattled too much there. But the gigantic nose tackle is going to be eating running backs alive this season, we hope, and that's going to allow Javon Kinlaw to be able to just pin his ears back and go rush the passer. Rest of the front seven, Zaven Collins, Papo, and we have Kaiser White. But predominantly, we are going to be going with Collins and Papo. Now, Owen Papo, I had a lot of people in the comments saying, C4, just give this guy a dev trade. We are going to earn one. After starting his season, we got 120. He was runner-up for Defensive Rookie of the Year. Top 5 and top linebackers in the NFC. As a rookie, 128 tackles, 18 TFLs, 6.5 sacks, 2 interceptions. This is Pro Bowl. Made the Pro Bowl. We didn't get off normal dev. I think we keep just running into this wall of trying to get that dev trade. Him and Kyler Murray just could not get dev trade scenarios last year. But I think when it's going to happen. We're going to make it so there's no way it can't happen. When it finally happens, it's going to be that much more rewarding because we know the road and how long it took for him to grind there. In the secondary, we have Jalen Thompson, who was a third leading tackler in the NFL last season, got rewarded with a superstar dev. We signed Grant Delpit, who really was the only expensive free agent that we really signed, the only starter bringing some competition with Keith Taylor. He's going to start right now, but Keith Taylor's going to have everybody in that secondary motivated. He's not going to be bummed out that he's not starting right now. He's going to be actually taking someone like here, J.J. Rutledge, a player that we traded back into the 7th round of draft because he had a tackle, a hit power, and we got rewarded with a freak that has 99 hit power. So this is going to be Keith Taylor's little project, and he's going to help develop J.J. Rutledge into, right now, just a feared special teamer. This is going to be a guy that's looking for hit stick and fumbles every single time on kickoff coverage, and I have no doubt that Keith Taylor is going to get him into a ceiling of a potential all-pro player. Rest of the secondary, we have Garrett Williams and Marco Wilson as our predominantly starters. We have CJ Henderson. Shout out the Panthers franchise last year. We got Francois Late, but the #1 overall pick wearing the Sam Bradford sleeves. We have Kenny Hodges, number 32, 6'3", hitting dev, 81 overall. Comes in with our boost, 97 speed, 93 acceleration, 90 agility, 90 jumping, but 82 in man end zone. That is some of the highest I have ever seen a corner have, and I am very optimistic that he is going to be the second coming of Patrick Peterson in this secondary. Special teams matters. We drafted a punter and a kicker this year. We got a 73 punter, and we got the rare role of a hidden dev kicker in TJ Klein out of Penn State, who comes in just pretty well balanced. 90 kick power, 80 kick accuracy, so I have no worries about our special teams. But TJ Klein, massive shoes to fill as he's replacing the best kicker in the NFL last year, who unfortunately retired this offseason in Matt Prater. But it's time for training camp. I'll show you the highlights as we go through it. Obviously, I want to do all of them because this is a terrific opportunity to gain some XP, to gain some skill points, to potentially get a dev trade, and to unveil some of the rookie snaps. So without further ado, welcome to Year 2 Arizona Cardinals training camp. Has anyone ever got gold in this? I think out of all the drills, I've got gold. I think the passing target drill, where you got to smash the targets, and I think this one here, the kicking drill, the only two I've yet to get gold at here in. It's just so hard to. How do you build streaks? I feel like the only way to build a streak is to smash the target, which is already hard enough. I think like the most points I've ever got, I think I got the target like 2 or 3 times in a rebuild once. Like, I'm happy that we got silver here for our guy. He's a rookie, so we'll get the rookie snaps. But man, he's feeling the pressure here trying to replace Matt Prater. And I'll say this right now, McQueen, the rookie punter, we've got 3 straight coffin kicks. We are absolutely crushing this. I will say something, like there's something about punting that feels different in Madden 23, and it's like, how you can hit the backs. I feel like they made the backspin's too crazy. And maybe you could make the argument that the backspin is more realistic. But in previous Maddens, you hit backspin, more often than not, you're getting a good bounce. It's not going to bounce like, oh, let's go. It's not going to bounce completely on the other side of the field. But I feel like you get backspin here in Madden 24, and it is like severe. Like if you get it, a gong. You hit a backspin punt that ends up going out on the 8, it's bouncing back to like the 50. It's like something absurd. But we are on our way here. Oh, I think I just messed this up. Lost our streak. We're on our way to gold. I need a good bounce on this one. Oh, let's go. What a punter. They're playing with house money. Let's just see if we can stun on him a little bit here. Put up a high score. That's what we need, man. We brought in Matt Ariza hoping he was going to be making punts like this. All it took was getting Speed McQueen here, putting up 12K in training camp. Shocking the world. Pat McAfee on watch. Now, if you want to talk about the most motivated linebacker, this is a man that I don't know how, I literally lost count. 12 times, 13 times, we got gold in this linebacker drill with Owen Popo last season, on top of Pro Bowl, on top of the outstanding stats with no dev trait. He is the single most motivated player on this squad. He said, I'm going to put 100,000 up on the board here in training camp. And just I dare you to deny me, maybe we won't hit it now anymore, but I dare you to deny me a dev trait. He's the best linebacker. He's the best story going. I think even more so than winning a Super Bowl right now, we want to see Owen Popo get a dev trait. It'd be a monumental moment. I could always make the argument more so than Kyler Murray. I want to see him get a dev trade. And only classic Papa would be like, instead of getting 100,000, let's got to get 69, because 69 is a funny number because of sex and sex moves, He's trying to be, actually, might have a chance here to get 100. Just crushing this drill, just smashing Corey Clement time and time again. But, Mike, we have a good shot. If someone's going to get a roll of a dev trade here, I'm thinking Owen Popo, as he shows a little bit of mercy there on Corey Clement, has as good a shot as anybody. Let's see here with the roll. Come on, give him star dev, man. Give it to him. Come on. We got the rookie Roosevelt Botch feeling pretty good. We got James Conner now in a fullback role. I feel like that's honestly how we can get on the field here, but we are trying our best to get I think we get a touchdown here, we should be in the good. Get a nice gold medal here for Bonds. He is starting to slow down here a little bit, but we're able by 200 points to get him a gold medal. See how the human-animal hybrid does in trench battle. All right, needs to be said, he wears 330 well. I guess it's because his brain's so big. That's where the 330 comes from, because that guy looks like he is 120, maybe not. Okay, that guy looks like he's 210 pounds. He's built like a safety. But let's be honest. This is the kind of guy here that's not only getting sacks, but he's getting sacks sponsored by Bohemian Grove. Okay? So they need him to look every bit like is he even human? Like maybe he's a robot. That's what happened. He's a human animal hybrid, part robot, and that's why he's so heavy at 330 pounds, but he looks like that. It's because he's a robot. There's metal in there. And look, they got 6 guys trying to stop him. He's trying to tell him about the fluoride in the water. Destroys Kyler Murray. He's pretty sure, and we're all pretty sure, tinfoil hat on, that the only reason why Alex Jones is here in Arizona is because he thinks Kyler Murray's a leprechaun. He's convinced Kyler Murray is a leprechaun secret agent for the KGB. Is there a more frustrating training camp drill than really any of the quarterback ones? Like this one here, it's just like you're at the mercy of this play calling that's not existed in a drill that is so heavily weighted on your ability to kind of like stack multipliers, and that is an absurd grab from Chase Claypool. Might suck in real life, but this guy is built to be good in Madden, as we are looking to try to get a gold medal with Kyler Murray, which would be huge. Don't mess the streak up. Don't mess the streak up. We're at times 10. What do we need? 10,000? Oh, man. I don't think I've ever got gold on this. I probably just jinxed it. And then we got the super linebacker. I think I just jinxed it. Because then you get stuck on this. This is where this drill gets just absolute butt cheeks. And there's a drop. Is when you get to like the red zone, like sometimes just like these are not plays that we should be running in the red zone, fellas. Can we get like a slant? Can we get something that we actually like would run in our offense? And just as I highlighted that we might get gold. I mean, silver is always my goal because I never get gold. Silver, you still get the +1. But, damn it. We got Clayton too. This is another one that's just like, it doesn't make sense to me. It does, but like it doesn't. Because it's just like, I'm hitting everything here and I'm not even close to gold. Now there should have been a 2 for here. But like every drill, I've completed the pass and smashed the target, and I don't, am I at bronze yet? Come on. And then we just straight up just say, F this drill. F this drill. Speaking of bullshit hard drills, how about this drill? You show me a guy that can get gold on this, I'll show you a guy that's never got his willy wet, if you know what I mean. This drill is just absurdly hard. And as we make like, the values are what make this drill just stupid. Because you're going to be on the losing end. This is like very much like real life. In training camp, these wide receiver DB drills, one-on-one, are almost always designed for the wide receiver. It is not helping us whatsoever that we're going up against an athletic freak in Rondale Moore. However, when you get a stop, when you get an it's like, how do you stack multipliers? There is 0% chance that anybody that's not a complete nerd is good at this drill. Now, I can be okay at this drill, but when I get my stop, the stops aren't worth anything. They're not worth anything meaningful. Give me out of this. Worst drill. The worst drill out of all the training, and it's not even close. Even worse than that quarterback target passing one. At least that one still kind of makes sense, because you could be a stud and be able to hit like multiple targets every. This one here, no chance, unless you're going up against a wide receiver that has like 86 speed and you have a juiced up corner. Now this is a better defensive bet. It gives you a shot because it tells you the route. So we're going to go with the rookie first overall pick, Kenny Hodges. Expectations is gold medal. We start with an interception on the first play. Like, this one makes sense because at least you get a shot by seeing the route. If you're going to be giving up something because the other guy's an athlete, like if I was going a slow corner, it doesn't even matter that I could see the route. I would still lose. Oh, he got me there. I would still lose to Rondale Moore because he can just run faster than I can, get in and out of these routes. But at least you get a little bit of a shot here. And there's actually an advantage for us because Kenny Hodges, the rookie, is almost as fast as Rondale Moore. Oh, I thought I picked that off. But we're also 6'3". Rondale Moore like 5'10". And we're just going to break on that. How are we not getting gold here? We've got 4 picks out of 6. Give me gold, thank you. Kenny Hodges looking every bit the #1 overall pick. And like just the discrepancy between this drill and that other drill is mind-boggling to me. Look at it, this one here is definitely easier. I can see where they're going. But why is there such a gap between what you do in this drill and the difficulty of this drill and the other one? Doesn't feel like there could be some fine-tuning there. Give me the routes on the other drill. I'll put in work on this drill. It's something I've been working on in the rebuilds. I'm not saying I get gold all the time, but thanks to you guys giving me your cheese tips. Go this way. Oh, come on. You got to give me that. Did I get it? Oh, I didn't get the multiplier there. Thank you guys and your cheese tips. I always say do this one and then break off. And then run back to the full hundo. Before I was just running straight line, trying to get the 500 jackpot. Oh, come on, Kyler! Throw it in the box, buddy! Get off Roblox. And get some damn chemistry with your wide receivers, please. I think we got to go deep here. I know you get a psych. You say, don't you get a touch? So maybe we have to go deep here. I feel like if we get a touchdown, we got to find a way to get 3,800 points. Oh, we ran right past him. Oh! Damn it. Take it, though. Still get a point. And it's time to unleash this monster in the red zone. Kyler, keep giving me some catchable balls here, buddy. There we go. What a monster. Look at the release, man. The guy's not even getting a hand on us. It's another 400. Just... House? House? Whose house? How's that not a catch? Are you kidding me? Just fuck my multiplier up. Take the touchdown, get the multiplier back up. But man, look at this, dude. Might not be like the best DB. But look at that release. He is not. And then just Kyler Murray, classic. He played too much Roblox last night. I don't think House is going to be able to stand for that. Easily, if we had a better quarterback, that's gold. He got open every time. It was the throws that were letting us down. Let's spend our points. Let's reap the benefits of having a good training camp. And we're going to go into Scrambler for Kyler Murray, even though we do want to tone down the scrambling a little bit this year. Still, that's going to be him. We're not going to cut his legs off to try to be something that he's not. We got Roosevelt Bonds. We're going to go right into power back. A man that is looking to become RB1. And he might, again, Corey Clement earned his RB spot last year in the preseason. Awesome story. Feel great for him. But this year, Corey Clement is going to have to find a way to keep his RB1 spot because there's so much good about Bonds. We got a nice +1 acceleration there for Rondale Moore on top of the technical side. We got House. I mean, that's a good thing. Every single drill that we did outside of that stupid corner drill, we got a skill point off of it. We got a nice +1 acceleration. Marcus House. Whew. Like that's what I want to see in this first preseason game. Forever less we have the starters in, probably a quarter, not even a quarter, probably like a drive or two. I want to see a House touchdown. We got Alex Jones here, the animal human hybrid, gets +3 block shed. Love seeing that. All 350 pounds, made of steel, man of steel. Kenny Hodges, man to man upgrade. And we're also got to figure out this year, like, who do we want to be the guy in train, like, you know, to run those drills. Like, I'm definitely going to go every single week. I don't do it every single week with every single guy. Should I? Like, or is that too overpowered? Maybe we should have just spent it in pass coverage there, but we'll bump up his tackling in zone. I always feel like, I don't know, is that cheesy? Should every week, especially as now that we got a head coach that I can unlock his tree to try to get all 6 of those weekly training slots, is that something you guys want to see me every single week, every single episode, twice an episode, go in trying to get gold and get dev traits? Or is that too overpowered? Should we just focus on, like, 1 or 2 guys? Should we set up some sort of limit, like house rule type deal? Or should we just keep going for it? Every player trying to get gold, trying to get dev traits. Let me know in the comments. So now that all the hard work in training camp is done, we got our 3 preseason games. The Bills, the Colts, the Bengals. These are going to be condensed highlights. Anything worth showing, I will show you. But ultimately, we're just going to hope to get through these 3 games injury-free so we can get right into week 1 on the road against the Niners. Big-time divisional game. My controller's not even ready for this. Also, just because it's the preseason, I'm knocking the quarters down from 12 to 8. Just make it so I'm not here for 4 hours, okay? It's preseason. What is that, dude? Okay, right now, that was like the most... I gotta look at the replay of that. What is this, and how do I turn it off in my settings? Watch this. I'm using Papo. Okay, gave a little too much depth on this one, but I felt pretty comfortable. That's where he's going. But watch this. Using him. I make a break on the ball. I am using to go smash this guy. What's this? Why does my player do that? What is that? Is my controller have, like, drift or something? Why is that not... I am running at him. On my screen, my intention is to run and tackle him straight on. Why is there this, like, little turn? Why does it do... And it does that, like, I have him. That should be a tackle right there. Why am I taking this, like, U-turn before I make, like... It's like I'm taking this U-turn before I can just hit him. And this happened a couple times. This happens a lot of times in the secondary. Don't know what that is. Clearly, that's something. Like, people are... I'm not the only guy that's experiencing this. If anyone knows what that is and can help me solve that, I don't know. Hero for life. Like, it feels like... Remember the old Maddens when you'd switch to a guy? They would stop right away if you weren't, like... But it doesn't really feel like it's that. The auto switch issue. Because I was using Papo the whole time. It's like as soon as I need to try and close down on a player, it's like the player has like a bubble around them that like I can't penetrate that. I got to go around it or something. I don't know. I need Alex Jones to come and explain it to you. You know? It's either globalists are making it so you can't rush the passer and you can't hit them too hard because it's concussion protocol. Will Smith in that movie about concussions and, you know, it's, I don't know. Oh, let's go. Oh, let's go. 3rd and 10. Got Josh Allen playing like an idiot. On brand. You watch that Bills-Jets game and Boogie bash him against the team that said, we don't need you anymore. Corey Clement says, oh, you drafted a running back, huh? You drafted a running back? You must have forgot. Ooh. First of many. Goes, yeah, right, not wearing gloves. a chef's kiss. Throw on the run by Kyler Murray. Scrambling, extend the play. Perfect throw where it needed to be. Excellent adjustment, Rondale Moore. I mean, it's the Bills. There's a reason why they're on the cover. They're really good offense. Really potent offense in Madden. Okay, I guess Easton Stick is him. We go to Schwartz, the speedster out of Auburn. They still got a star on there. They still got, like, Jordan Poyer still playing. I'm sure Rachel Bush not too happy about that. Oh. That was a good drive, though. I like that drive. Man, these, like, throw on the runs that Kyler Murray and Clayton Tune can get off helps out with our offensive line. But the state of it. Starters are second string. Let's bring a little blitz here. Jesse Laquetta, the Canadian, might only have a job here because it's pulling at my heartstrings. And look at Jesus Christ. Kincaid, get your starters out of the game. Every preseason, man, it's like my third stringers trying to make the roster against the other team's starters. No shit. And that's the end of preseason game one. Tough to get a lot of tape in when you're going up against a team that's 50-50 starter backups, and we are mostly backups, but saw some good things there out of the offense, at least. Defense, it's a tough read, but anytime your defense gives up 4 touchdowns against Easton Stick, you're going to be a little concerned. We saw a couple good throws. Kyler Murray looked great. Clayton Tune made some nice throws. Roosevelt Bond stood out, 94 yards on a touchdown sick. But I mean, also Corey Clement in for a draw. It's going to be a battle. That is the big battle, I think, from this preseason. Michael Wilson stepped up, 68 catches and a touchdown. Made a terrific sideline grab. I liked the look of Anthony Schwartz as well. He felt real twitchy when we got the ball in his hands in that one catch. Rondale Moore with a touchdown. Humphreys and Gaines giving up sacks. You don't like seeing that. On the defensive side, 2 sacks, Boogie Basham on 2 TFLs. A sack for Cameron Thomas and a TFL. You can build off of this. But again, if these teams are going to keep playing their starters in the freaking preseason, you know, how much weight can I put into my team's performance? It's not accurate. 3rd and 6. Love to get off the field. Like to see something from this defense. You got superstar pass rusher, Ojulari. Oh, okay. There we go. On cue. Let's go! Corey Clement fighting with everything he has to remain RB1. There we go, Alberto. And he fights for the touchdown! Let's go! To run this one in because, as we know, started like Grover Stewart's right there. Like one of the best run-stuffing D-tackles in the NFL. He's still in late in the preseason game, which I appreciate. That's it. You gotta hit that layup there, Clayton. 3rd and goal. Like I'd say right now, as much as Michael Carter has I think Bonds has definitely passed him on the depth chart. And Anthony Schwartz, touchdown. It doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. So, win, loss, draw. We just want to find things out, man. And what we're finding out is Clayton Tune continues, like when he makes good throws, it's hard to believe that he's like a 64 overall. So that's good. Running back room, I think it's starting to set itself right now. I don't think Corey Clement's done enough to lose it. So I'm thinking Clement RB1, Bonds RB2, Carter RB3. Alberto with a nice showing. I mean, we got the tight ends going here. For sure. Anthony Schwartz, I think, stock up so far in this preseason. Kinlaw and Ojulari getting their sacks. But still a little concerned about our defense, all things considered. And just a reminder, every week this would be our 3rd straight gold. Owen Papo. Catch him. Catch him. Oh, Superman dive. Oh, man, we lost gold. All right, well, if we can't get another stop here, this will not be ideal. But we're going to start the streak, man. How many golds does it take For Owen Pop, like we're at 13, 14, 15. I want to see if we can maybe set a record. Knowing that you can get dev traits. How many can one guy get before he gets a roll of, and I'm not, again, it's not like I'm chasing a superstar dev, an X Factor dev. I want to get my guy who already should be off normal to a star. Easy gold. You know, he knows this drill by the back of his hand at this point. We've run it so many times. This is the last chance for the training camp for Owen Papo to go up dev trait, or we're going to go in the season. Nice long haul. At least he's continuing to develop, go up overall. We're going to pump that there into pass coverage and see. Well, there's no dev trait. We got nice little upgrades there. Before our final preseason game against the Cincinnati Bengals, we do have a training camp standout. I'd love for it to be, I don't know, Ojulari. It's Marco Wilson. The corner, we're going to work on that man coverage there a little bit. +5, that's a huge boost for the Mr. 5 interception, 3 pick sixes last season. 3rd and goal. Okay, no worries. Just got Joe Burrow and his X Factor. Zone, cheese, touchdown. Maybe get Claypool involved. Huge target to try to hit here. We go short to Alberto. 4 down territory. It's preseason. Who kicks field goals in the preseason? Go mesh. Claypool is pretty much an extra tight end out there, right? Here we go. Albert. Oh! $58. Got enough getting field goals. Can we go in, our starters, beating the Bengals starters? That is at least some momentum going into week 1. That is a huge kick from Klein, and it is good. Lead Cardinals. Starter v. starters. Against the best team, arguably, in the AFC. 3rd and 7. Oh, actually, I was going to say, oh, go! Alberto! Our back, we're going to bring in Bonds, the rookie. 220. Freak animal. Bounces to the outside. Let's go. I'm saying this is going to put the game away. Would love to see a touchdown here. Get out of preseason with something. And we're going to go inside of the... Well, he's not a rookie no more. A sophomore. Michael Wilson, he's been good this preseason, man. Definitely earned a spot in the 53. Is that we end the preseason feeling pretty optimistic about the offense once again, which was not really a concern. You know, pretty bullish on the offense, all things considered. Got ourselves a little bit of a decision to make in the backfield, but I still think the argument needs to be made until it's not. Corey Clement has not done anything to lose his starting job. We can't just go with the shiny new toy right away anyways. At least he's on the roster. He's not going to go anywhere. Alberto stood out. House must have had an injury in practice that I somehow missed. Michael Wilson had a good preseason. But I gotta be honest. Outside of, you know, maybe some guys on the D-line, 2 sacks there for Kinlaw, 1 from Alex Jones. Very concerned about the defense. Now comes one of my favorite points, and that is the cuts. We have 9 cuts that we need to make, which is not going to be that hard because most of these guys, we can just fill up our practice squad. But, all right, well, we got Baselia, can't go in the practice squad no longer. He's only there for speed, so we're going to move on from him. We have Marquise Hayes. We'll throw the guard on the practice squad. Jesse Lilqueta straight up just because he's Canadian, go on the practice squad. I don't want to throw Nixon out there. He was the UDFA with the dev trait because he'll probably get poached somewhere. So we'll throw Kevin Bacon on the practice squad. We'll throw Taj Jowers, the 7th round pick that we traded back up for. A little bit of a miss. Good athlete, though. We'll throw him on the practice squad. As much as Dan Feeney is awesome, don't need an expensive center. Henderson did not look particularly good. This was just grading purely on what we saw in the preseason. Henderson was a complete liability. But I think it's all about this point, like getting guys that could find a way. How is he my second? Oh, because my depth chart hasn't updated. I was like, how the hell is he my second? I All right, we'll get rid of Dimukeji. Man, really would love to be able to stash a couple more guys here on the practice squad, to be honest with you, that aren't going to get poached. I guess we'll get rid of Wyatt Day. We don't need 3 right guards. And with the last spot, I guess we'll go max weight on the practice squad. And hopefully we have enough linebacker depth across the board. Looking through the available players, kind of fill out our practice squad. We're going to get the Alabama corner, Armour Davis, 6'1", great athlete. Kind of fits what we like in our secondary. We got Barno. Another opportunity. We're going to bring him back, throw him, and stash him on the practice squad. Wouldn't mind adding... on the practice squad for the timing. That could be someone that we rush potentially to an early promotion. Morris Rush was a linebacker that we want to target in the draft. So he fell to free agency. We'll throw him on the practice squad. Not overly concerned with the defensive line, to be honest with you. Feel pretty good with where we're at there. Got on the offensive line. Jaquan Jordan, 65, rookie guard. CJ Forbes, another upside, but we're all right there. Tight end. Any tight ends that want to move on the roster? Maybe not. Ooh, Taekwon. Do we still have room? All right, we'll take Tyquan Thornton on the practice squad. Height, weight, speed. Absolutely. No issues about that. We got in the backfield here. Tyler Beatty. Not much there. Can I steal anybody? That's the next thing. Who can I steal? Who can I poach off a practice squad that is too good to be there and or would become an improvement? Look, they got Rashid is on a practice squad. That guy could honestly make our roster, probably. We got Kevin Bacon. But look, this also gives you an idea of, you know, where our guys stand in terms of getting poached. Because, like, Kevin Bacon's top guard. He might actually get stolen. The great Kevin Bacon, if we don't, you know, promote him or protect him. Same with the linebackers. They get the 2 top linebackers. Womack, corner there from the Niners. There's not much. There's not much left. I feel all right. I'm happy with our roster right now. I think we said let's go double check the trade block just to make sure there's nothing that we need to make. There are some decent quarterback options there. DTR, Malik Willis, those are all fun. I mean, we're pretty good with Clayton Tune. I'm happy with my running back room, even though that is a stacked trade block at the running back spot. Elijah Mitchell. Again, we're good at wideout. We're good at tight end. Ooh, is that Darnell Washington? That'd be a fun player to have on the roster. I'll tell you that. Got Raymond, a star-dev tackle. What? They must have drafted somebody. Got Pete. Interior line, nothing much. Defensively, I don't know. I'm going through this quickly. If you guys see someone that 100% we need to make a move for, absolutely let me know in the comments. Jack Sanborn could be nice linebacker depth. Yasir Abdullah, big-time freak. Use him in pink slips. I don't know how realistic it would be to try to trade for some of these guys that are like clearly not ever going to be on the trade block. Again, Kobe Dean, Leo Chenal, Zaire Franklin. Got some more pass rushers there. Isaiah Oliver, Jack Jones, star-dev corner on the trade block. Keely Ringo. Saw Zion McCollum there. Got Julian Blackman. Had some safety depth. Reed Blankenship at the Eagles. Jair Brown, star-dev safety for the Niners. Surplus requirement. I mean, there's some names there. Let me know. Let me know if something caught your guys' eye. But now that we're here into the regular season, it is time to scout an entirely different draft class. So we wiped out our scouting staff from last year to get it realigned with the strengths and weaknesses of the draft. And it looks like it's going to be strong class at tackle, which is not that bad because DJ Humphries at left tackle has been a guy that we've been circling for a minute that we could upgrade on. So we're going to be definitely looking for a tackle potentially. Not so much, I mean, safety, again, wouldn't outrule it, but we did just spend money on Grant Delpit, and Jalen Thompson's nice. We have in the West region, we're going to have Mason Sheets, scout quarterbacks and safety. Central region, you know, we'll probably focus on maybe the defensive end so that we're not so heavily committed to the offensive tackles. that it's just, that's it. It's offensive tackle or bust. So we have our 2-star scout here. We will scout some defensive ends. In the Northeast, we got safety and linebacker. And in the Southeast, we'll take a look at the safeties. Don't really need a tight end after drafting our big-time generational guy, Mr. House. Looking at the top players right now, we have DJ Leonard out of Utah, Rasheem Jones out of Clemson, Angelo Richards, Washington State, Bobby Johnson, OG Bobby Johnson out of Pitt, and we have Julian Dalton. Where are these tackles? Where are these prolific tackles be hiding? We got a wide receiver there, Adonis Knight. That's a first-team all-name, 6'4", 230 out of Texas Tech. But here we go on the offensive line. We have Rasheem Jones, Carl Nelson at A&M, Justice Young out of Texas, Peter Lewis, Oklahoma, Armin Allen out of USC, 6'7", 317. I will give credit where credit is due. The draft classes have a lot more fine-tuning to realism than they did in previous years, which was a known fix. A lot more realistic schools. Like how many times last year with this, we've been like, we got Rasheem Jones out of Wyoming, Carl Nelson out of Jackson State, Justice Young out of Texas State. Like, just, you know, they got that right here for the most part in Madden 24. Doesn't look a particularly good draft class on the interior outside of Eugene Rudd out of Bama. And we have at right tackle. Oh, yeah, man. This is a pretty stacked class. Mike Taylor, Josh Newkirk, Tim Glenn, James Andrews, Gabe Felix, and Terry Queenan out of Oklahoma State. I mean, for us in needs, I always just, you know, I'd hate to, and I love that. I love seeing the fact top 5 defensive end already scouted with D finesse move. But, you know, we went corner, right? Corner first, but then we went and invested on the offense with House at tight end. But you look at just what we saw in the preseason, man, defense is still struggling, and it makes you just think, like, that's the position we're going to need to try to target. And I do think, you know, I wouldn't, even though we did heavily scout there, the tackles, that 2-star scout's going to be scouting defensive ends. I could see DN being maybe the big need that we need to get someone on the other side of Ojulari. We got Glenn Burton here out of Arkansas, has a power move very, very early on. So we'll keep an eye. Top 5 Richards. Got Kyle Kirkpatrick, SMU. Mike Edwards out of Tennessee. Sammy Crocker out of Virginia as potential first-round pass rushers. All scheme fits for the most part. Like, you know, now in our 4-3, you like to see that. Looks kind of weak at D-tackle. Only 2 first-rounders. Brendan Martin and Craig Kirkland, Ohio State. Oh, that guy, Ja Reddick out of Tennessee, 384. Tell you right now, he's on our short list. Same with Kion Peterson out of Oregon, 332. I like my D tackles the way I like my beer. Big, you know? Ha! For pass rushers, we have Nasir Woods out of Notre Dame. I assume he will be a pass rusher at 6'4", 247. We have Harvey Flynn out of Michigan State, 6'5", 260. Likely a pass rusher. Derek Bingham out of Ohio State, second rounder. Might not be a first-round pick. Isaiah Foster out of Akron. Secondary, probably not going to be going corner. Unless things get spicy. Unless we get fed up, I guess. We could get fed up with Marco Wilson. He needs an outside starter right now. So there are some corners, some safeties here as well. But I think right now, just big picture, tackle, looking at DJ Humphrey's successor in place. But I think DN might be our biggest need going into this draft. Our season goal, first year under Ben Johnson. We had, how many wins did we have last year? 4? 4 wins. I'll go 7. Let's go 7 here in year 2. It's modest. It's achievable. And if our defense is just, I almost feel like marginally better, I think we can, 7 is a good goal here for year 2 for the Arizona Cardinals. Another year under Kyler Murray. We got a breakout here. This is Marco Wilson. 5 interceptions a year ago, 3 pick sixes. Get 2+ combined interceptions and PBUs with Marco Wilson against the Niners. Well, maybe. I mean, Brock Purdy's nothing special. Maybe we can get something going here. Big time divisional rival. We're going to be huge, gigantic underdogs here. Opening day, we're going to go offense just because I have no faith whatsoever in our defense. And I think with this, I mean, the run game, right? Corey Clement, Kyler Murray, Roosevelt Bonds, beat the Niners, rush for 150+ yards. I'm going to make sure that our actual game plan, also like our weekly game plan, lines up with that so we can kind of go all in and focus and try to continue to build up on the stat points here for Ben Johnson. How we want to stop them offensively? Well, I'm just going to assume they're going to want to run it with Christian McCaffrey, so let's try to take away that. And we're going to try to attack them here with the short game, even though they do give up and that is the recommended deep ball. We're going to throw it short. We're going to nickel and dime. We're going to try to get everybody comfortable with this squad. Looking at our goals here, we're looking for 150 rushing yards, which is not actually a tabbable. So we'll go 15 first downs. For the OC, we'll go 300. Let's try to get attainable ones because, we're starting with a fresh coaching tree with Ben Johnson. So as many points as we could possibly get and try to stack that up, the better. You know what? We'll go loftier with 200 rushing yards since that is our game plan. And you know what we're going to do, man? We're going to hop in here and we're going to try to get some gold medals. Let's go, Kenny. Keep him in front of you. Jump him. Yes! Kenny Hodges is sick. Absolutely sick. We don't know what... Oh, I got just bamboozled there a little. I don't know what the dev trade's going to be. Maybe we will have a potential breakout scenario before... Oh, that's close. Before we actually unveil his actual dev trade. We weren't going to get anywhere on the gold there, but man, he feels nice. He feels special. He feels like a corner one. He feels like a cornerstone, a franchise corner, lockdown, island type player. We got Marcus House. I was like, do I do red zone? Or because he's such a weapon, do we just throw him in the wide receiver drills and assume he's going to be incredible? And, well, we'll find our answer here that I'm still going to be able to achieve gold medals with our gigantic weapon of a tight end. And it's almost easier with him. It's almost like it's more controlled because he doesn't have, like, the ridiculous speed of some of the other guys. But the fact that he's absolutely crushing this, getting gold in his first drill. This is a wide receiver drill. And he's reminding everyone just what he is going to be able to bring to this squad. Easy gold. But I will be frustrated at any point until we can unlock more slots. These are probably going to be our 3. Papo is not here necessarily because it's the best value, but it's just our determination to get him a dev trait. But if I get like some sort of upgrade for Hodges or House before Papo, I'm gonna shit a brick. All right, gold for Owen Papo. It's what he does. You don't need to watch his rinse and repeat unless you like seeing CTE live and unfold. Give him a dev trait. He's giving his brain for a dev trait increase. And they keep slapping us in the face. Before practice, before the team hits the bus, Roosevelt Bond said, you know what, I'm feeling good. I appreciate everything that's gone through. I'm loving my RB coach. I'm loving having Larry Fitzgerald to run things off of here in the offensive room. Give me my upgrade, and hey, maybe throw me a couple extra carries here against the Niners. Think about it. We got our stat points for Mr. Ben Johnson. I think right now, the biggest priority is for us to get down here and get after-school tutoring unlocked. It's going to be a long grind because it's, what, 20, 40, 60, 80 points, which is probably going to be like half the season at this rate. But that is my big goal right now. As long as Ben Johnson's our head coach, this is where we're going to be. Because obviously we didn't spend the points for Jonathan Gain here. It was going to be a waste. But I want to get those extra 6 potential training slots so that we can come in and try to roll some more dev trades. And I literally just blanked my mind. I was like, why is Courtney got hurt in practice? So you know what that means? I was getting to set my depth at Roosevelt Bonds is going to start week 1. And I'd hate to say with a great performance and a very good Niners team, he might not ever lose that spot. I would hate to have and set a precedent that you can lose your starting gig due to injury, but there's a threshold. There's definitely a threshold I think Bonds could hit for us to be like, you know what? This is our guy. All right, we're going on to this field of pants. What am I expecting? Opening game. It's the Niners. Niners run one of the most boring offenses in the NFL. Nothing but runs, screens, and checkdowns. But it's efficient. There's a reason why, the Niners are one of the favorites in the NFC. Might not be the most entertaining, especially from a match. It's just going to be incredibly frustrating. But, let's show up, man. It's a new year. New opportunity for Kyler Murray to prove that he is the best quarterback in the NFC West. Prove that this guy's a fraud. It's time for this new defense to prove that Brock Purdy's a fraud. Come on. You get the Niners trying to play from behind. They just don't have explosive plays really in their playbook unless it's a broken play like that. Unfucking real, man. Unbelievable. How does that even happen? Another year of this shit. Another fucking year, man. Just comical. Comical. Absolutely just laughable. Laughable how bad defense is on all Madden. Laughable. Should I be like all these other people that just play on All Pro and like just ignore the comments? I don't know. Tell you what, most content creators play on All-Pro. Say that. Even if they say they don't, they do. But we'll keep trying to run into that wall. All right. Well, this is what we did last year, man. Played from behind. Offensive line, this is just perfect, right? No one wants to play. It's just the opening game of the season, so we're just not going to block, not going to play defense, not going to tackle. That's how we're going to usher things in here for our new coach, right? Bods. Press 2 will bring in a little Michael Carter action. 169, get your block. Go Michael Carter. Might also be another run with Kyler. My God, dude. All right, you want to do linebacker blitzes? That's fine. I'm gonna hit you with our cheesiest play. And actually, with Bonds, a little bit bigger. He might get a little bit more in terms of pass pro. Did 70 even block Bosa? What was he just standing there for? At least hold him, right? At least hold him. Like, don't let Kyler get hit. I don't think he even got a hand on him. I think literally 70, my highest rated lineman, 80, didn't get a hand on Bosa. Rondale! Oh, let's go. I love that guy, man. That guy's a stud. I don't know. I prefer Bonds to be our... Get in there. Come on, Dotson. Come on, Dotson. Look, the center. New rookie center. My God, that guy looks ill. He looks sick. Whatever's with the player models here. Hit him on the double team, and Bonds is in the equalize. As embarrassing as we were defensively, we just made a much more talented Niners defense look our equal. I like that tandem. Papo goes for the forced fumble. Collins cleans it up. 3rd and 7. I'm going to go something I usually don't go. We're going to go in a man defense. I'm going to try to man up Kittle. Watch McCaffrey out the back. This is going to be a check down of some sort. Damn it! 2 guys there. Just zero urgency, zero proactiveness to try to jump that. They just let the ball go incomplete. I think it was Grant Delpit. I don't know how you were taught things there in Cleveland, but... Man, Bonds feels... This guy feels special. That wasn't a sack. Gives us a chance here. 3rd and 9. See it, House. Come on. Justify the trade. Justify the trade. What a grab. Here we go to House. Go slants. And you watched last year. Last season. Last year we ran slants. We'd throw slants. Slants is almost a Kyler Murray run with an option to throw it. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Offense ain't going to be a problem. If we can figure out defense, we're going to be looking good. Ooh. Okay. Monitor that. George Kittle going down. They just go to his backup. Someone get there. Someone get there, man. The amount of fucking coverage I'm doing for nothing to yield up front. Unbelievable. It's twice. We literally just previewed the draft class. I was like, I think edge rusher might be our big... Yeah. Boogie Basham, not him. And even though Ojulari is superstar dev, X Factor dev, whatever you want to call it, he has no abilities yet. All right, another year of every game's a shootout. It's exciting, I guess. But these shootouts get this is usually where, like, what happens is, like, we'll fumble it somehow, and, like, that will be a deciding factor. Like, just something we can't control. We can go trade touchdown with touchdown, but usually it's us that has, like, the unforced error. 20 yards, all right. Chip away at that. Nope. Oh, lucky that wasn't picked. Oh, we actually get home. Motion Larry beats Trent Williams, gets a sack. I think a gamble here. We'll burn a timeout. Put faith that we can get off the field, and we didn't just spot the Niners. Come on, he wants to go check down. We took it away. Boogie Basham and Ojulari get there. Back-to-back sacks. Let's go. Oh, house! And he's in! Let's go! No gloves needed. Let's go! What a throw. What a grab. And then determined he would not be denied for a touchdown there. Gets smashed, rolls in. Don't let them get any points here, fellas. Don't wet fart this. Don't wet fart this. And then you just let the guy that's not Kittle. Please shank it. Please shank it. And we can't have nice things. All Madden. That's something that, like, a superstar safety might make. To come through all that traffic to make that grab. Not a fucking depth 75 safety. Brutal, man. I don't fuck. I mean, off. You know, not the. That's a throw that we've made, and it probably create the bad habit that we can make those throws. And those are throws we have to make usually because the offensive line doesn't hold up. But damn, man. A DB like that making that kind of interception. Good for him, I suppose. Someone's getting that all Madden bump. Julian Blackman. 3rd and 9. Watch McCaffrey. That's where he wants to go. Someone get there. Someone get there. Someone get... I don't know, man. There's nothing I can do there. Nothing. I mean, I guess it's good that, like, it's less, like, me screwing up in coverage and a guy and then it's just, like, it's just my team's not good enough. Like, right there, that was me, honestly. I tackled the air. But, you know, you look at the schedule. We said this would be upset of the year if we got this win. So, we are definitely not expected to win. There's clearly, you know, both these teams are at different spots. We are fresh off of tanking. Niners are probably fresh off of going so far in the playoffs till their boring offense really hits a ceiling. But they're still a deep playoff team. It'd be pretty cool if we can convert this. Yeah, pretty cool. That's good. Ooh, that's going to be roughing the passer. Tack on 15. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, these refs. Home cooking refs. Forgot about that. Oh, Bosa's just back in his X Factor. Cool. And a drop. Well, we kept it close for a little bit. That was cool. Kept it close. Kept it close. Let's get off the field, fellas. Give us a chance. We're going to need to get at least one defensive stop, if not multiple. 3rd and 8. I'm going to use the D-line. Last time we go 3rd and 8, we covered downfield pretty well. And they're going to go check down here to... So predictable. Literally, it's the open play. He's like, it's Niners. Check down. Where's the check down? I gotta find the check down. Oh my God, there's no check down. Set it in the grass. Good stop. Don't get jumped. Oh. Let's go House. Monster, man. Monster. I think he might be the best tight end in this game. Before an injury. Right there. Whoa. Okay. That was supposed to go to the left, and we just ended up in the middle. Let's go halfback angle. I think we can pick on them. You know, he has to cover House or Carter. One of the two is going to be open here. Ooh, go for it. We're going for it. Even though the run game hasn't been there, we got to go for this. We'll go all in power. Bring James Conner in. Running away from Bosa. We're not going to get a better look than this to convert it. Power back, rookie. We didn't get any push. It's the right play call. All right, we're going to start just dialing up some zero blitzes here. Put this nerd under pressure. Oh, there's Kittle. Kittle with the wide open grab there. Great route running to get open. George Kittle. He's a monster, 81. 101 yards, man. There's no way. There's no way. Go, Zaven Collins. How's that not go down as a sack? House. Here we go, House. Whoa. Ooh, Hargrave injury. Man, dropping like flies. Hargrave, Kittle. Can't wait for some third string defensive tackle get 5 sacks in the remaining 5 minutes. Ooh. If you see what I see. If you saw what I saw, let's go, baby. Got a pulse. Can't even I mean, again, just 96 tight end against a 74 linebacker. Here we go. 3rd and 10. Bend, don't break. 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 3rd and 10. Bend, don't break. Bend, don't break, baby! He broke his ass! That's going to be tough not to try to hit. That's going to be tough, just try not to just throw the prayer up. Not gonna lie, probably that should have been a house call, but we'll take that. House! Stud! We need 2 more clock up. They can't have... Oh, that's just terrible there. But they can't have a chance. This needs to be the last drive, overtime. I might even go for 2. Let's watch House here. Ah, Skylar! It's... Oh, shit, I didn't even do the math! I don't even need to go for 2. Come on. Come on. Let me have nice things. Let me have nice things. 12 seconds. Let me have nice things, please. Didn't work at the end of the first half. They were able to just... Didn't have 12 seconds, but they do have all their timeouts. No shots. They're going to have to go for it. What was that? Get the check down offense. It's the check down. It's reared up its ugly head. This is going to have to be it, I think. The check down offense in full effect. Just dink and dunks. Last play of the game from upset of the year. The favorites, if not second favorites in the NFC against the worst team in the NFC. And he goes checked out. Oh my God. The good guys win. The non-boring checked out offense wins. A new era in Arizona. 35-34 to the good guys. Kyler Murray, I mean, again, that interception too was just ridiculous. Not on him, I don't think. Even though it kind of was, but kind of not. 364, 2 touchdowns, as well as 2 rushing touchdowns. 78 and a tutty for the rookie Bonds. We got a $146 on 8 catches and a touchdown from Marcus House. Rondale, 94 and a tutty. Hollywood Brown, 90. Big-time shot plays. 12 tackles, 3 TFLs, Zaven Collins. 2 TFLs, a sack and a half, Ojulari. 2 TFLs, sack and a half, Boogie Basham. Insane. That's how you start a freaking series off. Let's go. Top of that epic victory, 2 big upgrades, 2 much-needed upgrades. One on the offensive line for Paris Johnson Jr., who definitely needs to start playing a little bit better. Tough assignment against Nick Bosa, but also a certain level of like, need you to dominate, need you to start proving that you're going to be an elite tackle. But also a nice upgrade there for Marcus House, who has arrived in the NFL. Everyone is taking note of this freak of nature in Arizona. Follow-up. I don't know if we necessarily hit any of the, I mean, we won the game. I don't care about either one of these scenarios, what additional boost we would get. Would have been cool for Marco Wilson to continue his breakout from training camp, but really our defense can't really hold their head up too high. Outside of really one drive, we got those 2 sacks, got the ball back. It was, is what it is. Oh, wow, we failed on both. But we got the win, right? So everyone gets 1,000 XP. We got 5 staff points. Again, everything right now trumps this victory. I mean, gets trumped by this victory. This victory, I could have literally hit my whole team with like a -5 morale. I will take defeating the 49ers in what will likely hold up to be the upset of the season. And the follow-up for that, we do have a weekly award winner, and goes to, a man that doesn't matter how many weekly awards he gets. He will not get a breakout scenario. Kyler Murray, Week 1 NFC Offensive Player of the Week, 364 yards through the air. 2 passing touchdowns, a bullshit interception, got 33 on the ground, another 2 total touchdowns. He is definitely, announcing to the league that he wants to not only elevate this Arizona Cardinals team, not only prove all the doubters wrong, might have an MVP candidate. And look at this upgrade, man. Everyone got 1,000, and we'll just show Keith Taylor celebrating because this is a guy that deserves it the most. We're actually going to work on his run defense a little bit, bring him up to a 69 overall. Probably not going to upgrade him from here on out. I feel like he's a guy that would love to just sit there and have his ceiling be a 69 overall because he's Keith freaking Taylor, and this is the Arizona freaking Cardinals starting 1-0. So thank you guys very much for tuning in today's episode. It's going to be a little bit of a later upload. Had dad stuff to do today, so I pretty much can't really work on this till all the kids are in bed. Might not help the video so much for views, but you know what? You guys can help counteract that a little bit for the algorithm, for the YouTube robots, like, comments, all that good stuff. Helps with the channel. I appreciate it very, very much, and I'll see you back here on the next one. I think tomorrow will be Pink Slips. We'll have another Cardinals episode Friday. I'm going to try to have a rebuild out Saturday before where I live gets absolutely smoked by a hurricane, and then I don't know when the next time you'll see me is, but I'll see you when I see you. Thank you very much for watching. Peace out. Love you guys. Have a good one.